Hi everybody, my name is Zoe and today we're going to be talking about Magica. Yes, magic. You may say, oh yeah, magic, that's complete bullshit. Well, let me just say, magic is not bullshit. Even though it's not as spectacular as they show in movies and on TV, it is still real. And everyone in the world can possess it. It's built into all of us, in our minds and our soul. So, today I'm just going to be talking about just magic, I guess. Well, magic is when you take pieces of your mind, not pieces, but you take like all of your mind and you try to work at it and use it to create something else or move something. Kind of like telepathy and the thing that I can't think of the word right now, but you move stuff with your mind. You can do that with your mind, and that's basically magic. You can also make things happen where you're like, oh, it wasn't me, it was some other higher thought, or God, or whatever you want to believe in. But when I truthfully believe, I'm not saying that whatever you believe is wrong, I'm just saying what I believe is that we're using that idea of a God or something higher than us is doing it when it's actually just our minds and our body convincing ourselves. It's just easier to convince ourselves of something, especially if you're doing a confidence spell or a beauty spell or something like that. It's easier to believe that it's God doing it all for you, when actually it's just your brain. And your brain's like, oh, you want bigger boobs? Well, here you go. You're so smart believing in gods and all that. Well, yeah, that was obviously not real, because, yeah, but there are spells out there like that, and if you're interested in that, check the link in the description. As well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my backstory. So, I'm 16, and I'm a junior in high school. I first got into Wicca, which is a basic religion for magic. So is Pagan. It's very close to Pagan, only I feel Wicca is a lot more stricter than Pagan, and Pagan has their own gods, while Wicca believes in many other gods. It believes in pagan gods, it believes in Egyptian gods, Greek gods. It's a whole shambao, wow. So awkward, whatever. Yeah, well, I started getting into it when I was in 6th grade, so I was 12, and I was just like, oh, yeah, I have really no idea what this religion is, but I just kept on telling everybody, which was a bad idea. I was like, hey, everybody, I'm a witch, yeah, woo, don't mess with me because I'll beat your ass with some magical stuff. Well, that's not gonna happen, especially if you're just gonna go about exploiting yourself with all this magical stuff. Even though it is really cool, and trust me, it's really hard to keep inside of you that you're a witch and that you possess magical powers, it's like, what's really the point? I mean, especially if you can't do anything, just don't go making a fool of yourself like I did. I didn't know anything, like literally at all. Like I was like, oh, Wicca. I heard of the word and I googled it and it was like, oh, it's witchcraft. Cool, I'm a witch now because I decided to go to Wicca in that 10 seconds. We were all young and naive then. Well, today's different. First rule of Wicca, don't talk about Wicca. It's a great rule, except it's really hard to stay by, especially with the idea of karma on your back. Yes, the many witchcraft and witch beliefs believe in karma, yay! The one thing that people are like, oh, you're such an a-hole to me, karma's gonna nip you in the ass. If you're Wiccan or Pagan, yes, that's exactly what you believe. If you do anything bad, it'll come back to you 3 times worse. So if you kill somebody, you will die, go to hell, and die a gruesome death before the hell part. In the dying part, you just get tortured. I guess, I don't know. It's just, let's just say it's really worse than whatever bad thing that you committed. But also, the one thing that I personally don't like about the religion, but if you are Wiccan or Pagan or whatever, I believe that your religion is fine and you can do whatever you would like, but I don't like how they were like, oh, you can't gossip, you can't talk about people, you have to be nice to everybody. I know that's a little over-exaggerated, but it does have those rules. You have to be kind to everybody, or you'll be nipped in the ass. So, if you want to learn more about Wicca and things and magic and stuff, subscribe. I'll make better videos than this one. This was my first, so I'm going to get some practice in. And if you are going by Salem, or if you're on eBay or anything anytime soon, try to pick up this book. It's called Teen Witch. It's by Ravenwolf, and it really explains a lot, and it's very helpful. It talks about what Wicca is, how to start with Wicca, and it also has some starting spells. It also explains about rituals and how witches differ from humans. And let me just say this. The difference between witches and humans is, drumroll please, nothing. Witches are normal humans. They have just decided to embrace their magic on the inside. And most people don't know that they have magic, or they do not believe that they have magic, but everyone has magic. It's just your soul, pretty much. Well, that's all for today, folks. Next video, I'll be talking about the superstitions and all those things where they're like, oh, witch is da-da-da-da-da. Well, I'm gonna say that a witch isn't da-da-da-da-da. Pretty much. Don't know what the word is right now, but, yeah, thanks a lot, bye!